Come here. How many studs we missed? 1, 2. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good there. There's one. Oh, we got one coming out there. One down there. Cooking. Oof. That's a nice hole. I like that hole. I'm gonna put one of these things in it. Okay. Good to go. Got my nail in my gun. My nail in my drill. Woo! And it does look like they're all present in the same spot. Yeah, so those are going to vent through these suckers. They'll go all the way down. And then theoretically that's some level of airflow, even though there's not like a roof pitch thing. You know, maybe some kind of differential pressure on each side of the building will let air blow through one way or another, but it's better than just having a black roof cook down into your insulation, so we're gonna go with it. So now, we try to go fix the ugliness that is this corner. Row boy. Well, first things first, let's nail that all the way off so we know what we're dealing with here. Shooting a little deep there, are we, Sammy boy? Ay, ay, ay. It's a wee bit swollen. Square enough. Nail it. Nope. Got to frame that in first before we sheet into it, but we can put a sheet right there. First, we got to relocate our plumbing line. One will go here. Those mother cluckers must have sloped the whole slab instead of just sloping the framing. Kind of a silly cut to make, but that's the way it goes. Come in basically no amount with the pencil, slowly let the pencil in more and more and more. Well, that's why we cut the angle, because look at that. I just set it on top and I'm almost square. That looks pretty decently plumb. All right, we're gonna get some quantities tomorrow. We're gonna build this. It's gonna be a door right here. It's gonna go into the bathroom, which is right here. Okay, this is a mess. Unacceptable. That's a table. Let's clean it up. All right, current task, frame this in. That's not blocked out yet, so let's finish that first. Okay, put a piece in there. Take a look underneath there. Does it fit? It fits. It fits and ships. A gun with no nails is not a very useful gun. Shim out, that way we aren't causing problems here. Back a little bit. All right, and we'll hold it off the concrete just a wee bit. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Okay. All right, so ordinarily we'd snap a line here, but I've already got a line to run off. One and a half. Now some people like to use their squares, but some people were trained by the infamous Larry Hahn and don't. Not too bad. Let's see how much I destroy the, oh, that's actually flush already. So when we're sheetrocking, I want to be able to put an 8-foot sheet on this wall and not mess things up. And I've already got 24 on center coming from the outside of framing there. So I'm going to pick up my pattern here. All right, so that's center line at 24. I was a little bit off. Okay. So that's the 24 on center from the wall. So 4 foot sheet gets me to here. That's where I'm going to transition to 16. 80 and go. Okay, so that 16 on center gets me across the wall. So what I've got to figure out is next where I want the door to go. On the plan, I had put the door right next to this wall over here. So the next thing I need to know is where originally I wanted it. I had an 8-foot wide bathroom, and that's a 2x6 wall. 2x6 wall over here. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so that's where my 2x6 is gonna go. Okay, and that's where my full height stud's gonna go. Get rid of that line. Okay, so stud, corner, stud, and that's gonna come off of here for the wall. Now I wanted a door next to that, so we'll get rid of that. I'm gonna have that be my jack stud, and then this is gonna be my door. We're gonna give her a 26-inch wide opening. The other jack and the other king. King, jack, door. All right, so that's laid out. So because of where I put this 2x6, I'm tucking underneath there by 1.5 inches, and I'm gonna lay my top plate on that by 1.5 inches. So these are gonna be the same length. So we're gonna have an interesting, you may notice that I'm putting a layout from a 2x4 on a 2x6, and you're like, what the heck are you doing? And the reason is because on the bottom of the plate, I only want a 2x4 thick wall here, right? Because I want the bathroom to actually be on some of this concrete. And on the top, I've got a bunch of room, and actually the whole wall was framed with the 2x6, and I want to be able to screw this ledger straight into the top plate of this wall. And if I had a 2x4 top plate, I'd have a 2-inch gap there. So I'd rather just have that be continuous and just kind of fill in the space. So top plate's a 2x6, bottom plate's a 2x4. And I'm gonna bring that 3.5 inch line across, full stud, and then a full stud, and then 3.5, 2.5, 2, yeah. So here's what I'm doing. That's where my corner 2x6 is gonna be, and then the rest of my wall will frame off of that. I wanna try to frame this up on the ground if I can. We'll see if I can get the studs on it, pick it up and slide it into place. That might be a nightmare, might not. We'll find out. I'm gonna try to clean that up. Here to my door. So I can just cut that off. And that's the rest of the door. Oh, so close. Look at that. I'm not going to complain. Okay, so 6'8" is 80 inches. I want to frame 2.5 inches above that. So 82.5 minus the 1.5 is 81. Okay, so my door is 2 feet wide, which means my rough opening was 26 inches. And I want 3 inches wider than that because I'm sitting on a jack on each side. So 26 plus 3 is 29. And I want 2. 29 times 2 is 58. Right? And I'm going to add about a little less than an eighth for kerf. Okay, dokie doke. Okay. Alrighty. That'll do. We don't like to do silly things around here. It's not good for business. Okay, so we're gonna go right there. Okay. Convenient. Okay, let's see if we can pick this thing up and get it in there. It's a good thing I'm tall. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. About there. Okay. So now that it's sort of pinned up there and up there, we're really going to slam it in with the ledger that we got going up here. And now you understand, if you didn't before, why I put a 2x6 on the top. Because I wanted to just shuck that all together. Now we got something to walk on, so we're going to screw in some big old screws. And if we stay up about 2 inches or so, we should be ready to do it.